Right, it's Jeff Murphy back with Murphy J Gaming. Today I will be bringing to you a Zyra support game, who is, in my opinion, the best support in the game right now. I really enjoy her. I think she's a lot of fun. She has a ton of useful spells in lane and in mid game, plus in end game, also in team fights. I'll be playing with a buddy of mine. His name's David. He goes by SV Remnant in game, and he is a platinum level 80 carry. So it's definitely a lot better when you play with someone you know as support, and it's also good when they are also a talented player as well. Zyra's abilities, she's pretty cool. Her passive, when she dies, you're able to shoot a skill shot that damages. That's not really all that. I mean, it's extra damage, but her Q, it's an AoE damage. If you use it with her W, which is a seed, it will hatch a flower that allows it to attack the other enemies as well. As you can see there, I took a lot of damage from minions because I forgot that this bush was warded. So when harassing, make sure you know what bush is warded, and if you can bush dance and get in extra damage. Then her E is a a snare. With the W, when you put your seed down, it creates a plant that fires a slowing projectile. So that's very, very handy. Here's the Q right there. See how I grabbed the minions? I missed Misfortune. And then last but not least, her R is her ultimate. It does immediate damage, lays down a huge area of vines, and after a certain amount of time, it will bounce you up in the air. So the reason that I'm pretty sure most of you know Zyra is so good with Ashe is you have a ton of crowd control, being able to shoot the arrow, drop your ultimate simultaneously. Here, I get a good snare on Misfortune because I probably would have died the way Leona dove in there, because she does a ton of damage with her W. Whenever it breaks on you, and the next auto attack deals a ton of damage. Here's Leona getting caught out a little bit, and I seen her shield is well activated, so I knew she might want to go in. But back to Zyra Ashe as a combo. The combo is quite simple. Once you hit level 6, you can pretty much initiate any fight. There's a couple different combos of 80 carry and support that can do things similar to this. None, in my opinion, to do it quite as well, because Ashe's arrow is so potent to start a fight with, and following it up with Zyra is amazing. Here you see Leona just waltzes away, and we're able to get a ton of harass down on Misfortune. So this is a good time to kind of, you know, I should get a ward over near the river. It's way past 4 minutes, but I kind of feel safe because we're not pushed up that far. If we get this level, or this, excuse me, sorry. If we get this wave pushed up, then I will definitely want to ward that. Here, I know there's no ward really in this bush, so I'm able to see. I can walk in and out of the bush and be able to harass. She is super low, and that was terrible. Not only was it a terrible jump to me, it was a terrible flash. She flashed right back out in the middle of the lane, and my plant was able to pick it up. One thing you don't want to really do as support is take kills from your AD carry. I don't believe he would have been able to pick that one up. He was yelling at me to pick it up in game, so I was moving towards it, but my plant ended up getting it. So all is well. Kill is a kill, and this allows us to put a ton of pressure on this tower. And the more pressure you can apply to the enemy's tower, it will force the jungle to your lane, which in turn really helps out your other lanes without doing really anything. All you're doing is winning your lane, basically, and that allows, you know, the jungler he will have to come help. There's just so much opportunity. Here I have a good amount of gold. I want to back and upgrade my amulet coin, which I didn't talk about in my start. I love amulet coin. It's one of my favorite new items, and being able to upgrade it is pretty phenomenal on your first back. Shouldn't be too hard. When I use first back, I want to buy 2 wards, some pots, maybe a vision ward, and boots, plus upgrade amulet coin. Luckily, I had a kill there, so that's why I got to do all of those. Generally, you might not be able to get your boots because wards are very, very important. And if you don't have vision, you're not going to have a good day. Because right now, you know, we haven't been getting ganked. We have the ability to have free wards almost because of my plants, and also because of, there's another good snare, also getting down some good damage. She wants to trade with me. I don't know why. It's not a great trade for me because she's able to lifesteal. But we have Ash's Hawkeye, which allows to give us a little bit of vision, and my plants also give us vision, even though I'm not using them in the river. So once we both hit 6, you're going to see the power of Ash Zyra. And even he hasn't even backed yet. Doesn't have a ton of items. See, there's a good. He went ahead and shot the arrow in there, checked, so I can get the ward down. Now we have bush control back. That was a little bad by me. I should have placed the seedling in the bush so I could get vision. And it looks like Leona's going in. I am not in a great place, so I end up burning my flash. And we're both at about 300 to 400 health. But, you know, I trust him. I know we're going to be able to pressure this if we need to. Because here that comes. Boom. Barrier immediately. She's going to get killed by... excuse me. I hit 6 right there. Leona was killed because she got stuck in the tower. I knew he would be able to pick that up. As you can see, I walked away from it. Mid-fight, I pick up my ultimate, which allows me to do extra damage and score a knockup on Misfortune, who doesn't have an escape, which leads to another easy kill for Ash. So, two for none, and he hadn't been back to buy yet. He's definitely going to come back to lane a lot stronger than Misfortune. So, I pick up the next piece for when you're supporting, technically. You want to go ahead and get your Sightstone so you don't have to buy wards anymore. It's not, you know, set in stone that you have to do it in a certain way or a certain manner. You can kind of, you know, build your support however you want. You don't technically have to build them a certain way. But this is, you know, how I enjoy and I like to play Zyra. Once you get to a certain point, you're able to build AP and be able to do a little bit of damage and affect the game, you know, a little bit more, pushing out damage and doing AoE damage. Here I am warding, and I should have said something because he gets called out there, and that's pretty much my fault, I feel like, even though he swears up and down it was his. But I shouldn't have went as deep, and I should have been looking at my map, and I should have just turned around and got back to save him. So they have a ton of damage on them, and I'm not completely worried because I know, you know, we have great synergy and we'll be able to come back in this game. You just can't really get down. If you're playing with somebody you don't know, just communicate. Try to type as much as you can. Be like, hey, if you want to arrow, I will definitely follow you up. You got to trust. You got to be able to trust him. Here I am super pinging everything. And there's another good snare. And she's taking a ton of damage. As you can see, Elise gets caught, or at least catches LeBlanc out. And look at that. Bloop! I just wanted that moment of silence there because I wanted you guys to see how awesome that was. Fired arrow from our jungle, precisioned, placed it in the perfect spot because he knew she would flash, and it allowed him to pick up a kill because I placed my ultimate, got the initial damage. She didn't want to get knocked up, so she walked backwards, gave him enough time to get in the lane and pick up an extra kill. More gold for your AD carry means a better chance of winning the game for you. So, supports, always remember that. I know it's fun to get kills, and it's, you know, it's just, I mean, people, that's why a lot of people play League of Legends. They like to get kills. I, however, played a lot of support when I first started playing the game. I really liked it a lot. Last season, I kind of got away from it. I might look into playing as 5 as support. And here I am getting called out by Leona. So you're going to get to see the passives. First time I died. Oh, and I hit both of them with it. So it's not horrible. He's going to be able to sustain himself. But Leona's ultimate is something very, very hard to kind of get used to because it has so much range. She's able to use it from so far away. At any given time, you got to be ready for it. You can't, get caught out mid lane like I did there with half health. There's a good Hawkeye coming in by Ashe, and being able to scare them off of Dragon because we definitely had even numbers and they took a lot of damage from the actual Dragon start. So, not sure what I'm looking at here, but oh, okay. Probably was talking it up. Coming on back in the lane. Got my Sightstone now. So, top lane, Vladimir's been able to bully our Warwick. Warwick, as you guys know, is not very great early on. So, if we can get him to late game, we'll be fine. Here, I get another good snare on Misfortune. Keep her out of the fight. Bloop. Perfect. Executed perfectly. We did it backwards that time. As you can see, you can do it either way. I see at least a spider, so I back off. I went ahead, snared, dropped my ultimate, then went into had him. He could see the area that would be the knockup. Fired his arrow in, and perfect timing. We scored the stun into the knockup. There, that should have not hit me. Max, that was a max range. She does a lot of damage. Don't want to be stuck here with her. Good thing I got away there. Ashe is back to buy, so I'm going to do the same, and I need to heal because I at least put the damages on me. Another thing that I seldomly forget, well, I guess I shouldn't say seldomly. I'm getting better, but I always forget to sell my yellow trinket for red trinket. Supports, you have to do this because it is so important to deny vision right now. The way the game is played, the options you have to deny vision are slim to none. So having 2 to 3 red trinkets on the team late game, being able to sweep out a jungle and clear all the wards is huge. That could lead to an easy team fight victory in the jungle. You could sit in a bush and wait. And, I mean, these are things that you can definitely do with your red sweep reward. You might not notice it there. Boom, ultimate from Ashe, and we got to get out of Misfortune. Does a ton of damage, but I stay back. I kind of bait that because I didn't want them to know. And there's the damage from the ultimate. I flashed because I did not think I would be able to reach them. I thought they would get away because Misfortune's passive is a speed boost. So I thought she would be able to get away there. But I wanted to make sure I got the kill. Flash is always, any summoner is, if you get a kill with it, it's always worth using. 100% of the time, in my opinion. Now, I mean, that's free to argue with, but if you can guarantee a kill, it's always good. I see Zed and Elise get a hold of our jungler Elise in there, but unfortunately, I am too low to make a difference in that kind of fight. So what I'm going to do is we're going to hang out here, let the dragon do a little bit of damage to Elise. She tries to solo it, and hopefully yep, there it is. We get a flash. Uh-oh. I'm caught out here. Leona comes from the blue buff. I nail a brilliant snare along with some Ashe arrows, and the kites are on. We can just kind of waltz away slowly because Leona's cooldowns aren't up. She can't jump back to us. The lane's pushed up because this is a good opportunity for us to back and buy. and come back and try to pick up Dragon, because they've been trying to do it for the past couple minutes. Dragon is very, very important now more than ever because it gains gold. It's worth more gold the later the game goes. So always remember that. Don't just say Dragon, same old, because it's worth more gold now. Here, I pick up Ninja Tabby and Amp Tomb. I like to build Haunting Guys next on her. Ninja Tabby was just to give me a little bit more leeway for auto attacks and stuff. But here comes Lee, and a good arrow. We hit one. Knock up here. And I see, this is one thing you have to learn. If your AD carry is in trouble, I could have pursued forward, which would have been the completely wrong play. You need to keep your AD carry alive. It is unprecedented that is what you have to do. You do not want them to die. And if Elise doesn't turn around there, she probably... Oh, wow. Didn't get the kill. I was going to say she probably lives, and she lives anyway. So, here's another great thing. You see, I run up to Zed. I want Zed to blow everything on me so he can't kill my AD carry. And guess what? He does, because that's bad. But the key to that was our mid let us know that Zed's ult was down. And if Zed's ult was up, I probably might have played a little bit different. But he told us that Zed was coming down and his ult was down. So we knew he probably wouldn't have enough to burst any of us. So we were able to just turn on it, focus him down, and kill him before he got any real damage off. That's another thing that's really important about League of Legends in general, is communication. In solo queue, a lot of people rage and a lot of people yell. Well, I can't pick my teammates, so some games you're going to have good teams. You're going to have players that will listen and players that will take advice and things of that nature. And then some other games you're going to have people that are just rude, obnoxious, and feed. So take the good with the bad. Enjoy it. Make friends. Play more games with those people. Duo queue. Whatever you got to do. On this trip back, I go ahead and pick up my Haunting Guys. And then I pick up my Fairy Charm so I can finish my medallion. Or whatever it's called. I don't always remember. Here's Leona going straight in. And I get there just in time. Boom, to save Ashe. That's how far ahead we are. They really can't do nothing. This doesn't look good. And if it doesn't look good, almost always it isn't good. So Lee is trying to pursue this, which he should not be. Because as you can see on the map, there's a lot of black. And dark spots with no vision are never good. And look who's still there, Leona. As soon as you see something like that, that's fishy. That means somebody else is there. And guess what? Zed was there. Almost 9 times out of 10, anything fishy like that's going to net in a death for you. Maybe a kill, but most likely you're going to be outnumbered. So always try to remember that if things get funky and they aren't able to do anything, this is just not good by the jungler here. I ended up saving him, but I had to waste my ult. Now me and Ashe's ult are both down, so we can't really initiate a fight. But he was taking a ton of creep damage, which is never good. You don't want to, fight when there's a bunch of creeps around you, because that's just additional damage the enemy's going to have, and you will not. So that's basically what happened there. Here we are moving around. I need to put more vision out. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. Trying to sweep some wards. Make sure there's nothing here in our jungle. Coming on over to mid to push that back. Letting our AD carry get some experience. Solo experience. Through the jungle. And we're grouping up mid, it looks like. Now, I usually don't want to take any farm, but I wanted to get this lane pushed up so we could kind of get this right here, and bloop, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. The initiation from Ashe is so strong, and there's really, I don't think there's anything that compares to it as an AD carry, as far as an AD carry goes. So I don't think they're ever going to make an 80 carry like that either, because it just seems, you know, when your 80 carry is able to initiate, that's very strong. And I mean, she doesn't have an escape, so she just doesn't get played as often, but she's definitely a lot of fun to play with if you're a big Zyra fan. And here I am clearing another ward. It's always good. I hit a brilliant snare, it looks like, and yes, I did. Yes, I did. My snares were pretty good this game. I'll probably give them like an 8 out of 10. I missed a couple easy ones, but I nail them when they count, like when we're getting chased and stuff. And that's what's important, those little plays. Oh, here comes Vladimir. Now, the key here is to try and get away without anyone dying. And it looks like we do. So, that's big. Knowing when to disengage and when to shove and when to pull off of towers is very important in League of Legends. You don't want to give them free kills. And now it's going to be a little bit easier for us to pull off of towers because we'll have a passive speed boost for the team. So what the other team, enemy team, decides to do is shove mid and, you know, apply some pressure. Maybe they're going to get ready for Dragon. I think Dragon's going to be up very soon. Don't remember exactly this game, but I think it will be up very soon. Lee Sin and LeBlanc are kind of off doing their own things there. I'm busy trying to check and keep vision up so no one can sneak us from the side. Here I tell Ash if, you know, he wants to arrow, we will most likely get a kill, and then a ward comes in. So he arrows now, where we can guarantee a kill. And LeBlanc dives crazy hard. A lot of Warwick's getting annihilated by the tower. And I'm trying to just keep them away from us so Ash can do damage. I did a pretty good job there. It's basically Zyra has the kiting potential that, you know, stacks with Ash's slows, and it's just, you know, really devastating if you're not used to playing against it and how to stay away from them, because the plants slow you, her arrows slow you, and that's like the third or fourth time Miss Fortune's actually used her ultimate to clear her minions. And there I am again, nailing another good snare to stop the pressure coming back, because Lee Sin was way too deep. But Dragon is up. Here it is. They're a little bit later than what I expected, but we're definitely going to be able to do this before they get there, hopefully. And look at that. Leona looks like he got off a great smite. This is going to be an epic fight, so please pay attention. Here comes Zed. I throw down the snares. From nowhere comes Warwick, and I'm like, holy crap, I do not want to leave him. So I back in, boom, arrow drops, my ult drops, gets a sick knock-up. Ash gets there just in time to go ahead and clean up the mess. Now, that's a very good way of using bush control so they cannot see, you know, what's coming. They did not know my ultimate was on the ground because I placed it in the bush. It's kind of like what you can do with Nunu's ultimate, so they don't know. It doesn't show them the indicator. That kind of stuff is things you need to utilize. Like, I knew they were going to have to come in the bush. They were going to chase forward. So Ash ulting, me ulting, just gave her enough time to get there, and also gave, you know, Warwick extended cooldowns so he could use more of his abilities and regain more life, get more autos in to regain more life. Everything there just worked out really well in our favor. That's just one of those things you need to be aware of when you play Zyra, that the indicator is going to pop up if you don't place it in like a bush. So try it out, use it to your advantage, and you will definitely enjoy those kind of plays. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I maxed first. I definitely maxed E first because it increases the snare time. And this game I went ahead and maxed out the Q because I wanted to apply more and more pressure with the plants and the AoE so we could shove the lane. There's the first miss arrow, by the way. And I flash. Bloop. You guys can make fun of me for that one. That was bad. I flash tried to snare. Should not have done that. Definitely terrible. Trying to get some plants down. There we go. Just kidding. Tower doesn't like plants. So, here the fight initiates. And Warwick should be hitting down any minute. There's LeBlanc picking up some kills. Drop a mediocre ult. I did not like how my ult turned out there, but as you can see here, Vladimir is very big, and there's not much I can do. I think he's going to walk backwards, and he doesn't, so my passive doesn't hit him and kill him, but he's able to gain a lot of life. And here comes the dumb werewolf running in, trying to save the day. But that fight was, it looked good for us from the beginning, but my ultimate wasn't able to, you know, zone the team properly. I placed it, and Zed went backwards, and Zed actually wasn't there yet. One of the people just dodged it, and, you know, it just did not turn out well for us. We didn't have Ashe ult either. Warwick's going to die here because he runs into their base like an idiot. It's one thing you can't do. If you get called out pushing top lane and your team gets, you know, 4 for 2, don't go in trying to clean up with a Warwick if, you know, they have a way to sustain on you and kite you around. Basically, that's just what happened. You just got kited around, which is something you can't allow to happen. Here we're donating red buff to Ashe, making sure she gets, you know, extra damage. Also another slow. And they're feeling confident. They're coming back down mid lane. But little did they know, we are ready. Lee Sin is not ready, but looks like we are ready. Ashe is going bottom, so this is a clear fire sign. We should not be here. LeBlanc bails me out big time. She comes in, gives me a good silence. I end up dying, but I drop my ultimate, do a ton of damage, also get a lot of slows in, give the AD carry enough time to get there, pick up a triple kill, and what's Warwick doing? He's top again. So these 5v4s are kind of weighing hard on us. He really needs to get there and be there in team fights because Vlad is just having a super effect on us, and his ultimate would be fantastic in team fights to lock down one target. Hopefully he learned his lesson from last time. He's not going to chase. I lied, just kidding. He's going to definitely chase. And he hopefully doesn't chase into the base. So that was just bad. So here, I noticed I only need a little bit more for a big rod. Let's talk about that. Going from Andrew's Torment, which does percentage-based damage, and it also works with your plants, and it's great to do with your AoE because it's just such a constant damage. I go into Rabadon's Death Cap to, you know, kind of, it's the best AP item. It gives you the most AP for your buck. It allows you to do more damage, which is good on Zyra. It's definitely a very good thing to have. More damage is good on every champion, to be honest, because I spend a lot of time doing this kind of stuff. Here we have a time dragon. As soon as we get there, dragon pops up, come in, and I am too strong. Slay the dragon. Right now, we are up 32-21. We're still in the driver's seat. And as we do dragon, I call out, oh, they're doing Baron. So I pop the new Shirelias, I don't know really what it's called. Get us over there, drop my ult. As you can see, a lot of stuff is chained up. They're dominating in the pit. I back off because they're diving onto Remnant, and I need to keep Ashe alive. As you can see, keeping Ashe alive results in a 5 for 1. And that really, I mean, shows you they picked up Baron. We didn't get there in time to get it, but we were able to kill their whole team because of Ash's good ult, as well as me dropping my ultimate. It completely surrounds Baron Pit. So playing Zyra is huge when it comes to Baron fights. It's an AoE that's just going to knock everyone up. If you're in the pit, it's going to knock the whole opposing team up, giving you more time to do more damage. Here's another Shirelya thing, trying to get away. I don't really know what it's called. I'm going to check after this game. I always forget. These new items and crap, all their new names and trinkets. I get confused sometimes. But it has a Shirelya's effect. It's just a little bit weaker. That's why I like it a lot. It allows you, to help your teammates get away or help you initiate a fight and get in a fight. Oh, man, that would have been really funny if LeBlanc died there to blue buff. Just kidding. That would have been embarrassing for him. But, so here I'm thinking how I can get a little bit more tanky. I'm like, well, why not? I'll buy a Negatron Cloak and then get the Abyssal Scepter, which is going to help the whole team out. So, another one of those items. Just doing what's best for the team. That's the best thing about playing support. You feel good. You feel like a team player. But at the end of the day, the key to... Oh, my goodness. Oh, where did these yawns come from? It's only like 10 o'clock. At the end of the day, what you want to do as a support is peel, 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 peel. Peel for your AD carry. Boom. There goes a easy catch because Ash hits a beautiful arrow. We obviously see that she's not getting away. I call Ash off, tell him to just keep pressuring mid. Warwick will pick her up. That's what he does. We go mid. Open inhibitor is always, tasty treat when you get up those steps. And Lee Sin and Warwick are chasing. This is a prime example of what not to do. Do not chase one champion around the map when you could finish a game, because you never know what can happen. Anything can happen in these kind of games. Internets can go out. All kinds of crazy stuff can happen. So never, ever do that. LeBlanc, Ash, and myself, we decided to pressure the lanes. I look like I'm going to die. I flash out of it, drop my ultimate so they can't pursue me again. Get back and my teammates clean up the rest. Thought Zed was ulting me. He did not ult me. So there you go. There's a Zyra game for you guys. Like I said, I think she's one of the best supports, if not the best. She's definitely my favorite. I love playing her. This is a victory. She combo wells with Ash. And, any champion that has any sort of slow or any type of thing like that. Shout out to Seti P in the background there, watching a little bit of Magic. GG to them. Here's I'll let you guys take a look at the item builds and stuff and see what I built. And you can actually see here I did a ton of damage as support, which is substantial in team fights. So that's another thing. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Take care. Thanks again, guys. Make sure you check out my Aatrox Jungle Guide, which is awesome. He's a great jungler this season. And also, I have a Ziggs Guide, the Lane Bully. He's one of my favorite champions right now. Check that out. Thanks again.